Hello, everybody. Okay, just got. Oh, it's been a total mess. It's been a total mess. All right, everybody, go at wait. go at 1 minute on the timer. 1 minute on the timer, everybody. Go. Oh man, this has been the worst start to a YouTube stream in a long time. I didn't realize that the race had the timer on it. So I had the timer on the race, which meant that the race started in between the two races being, in between the I stopped the stream on Twitch and then I come over to here for YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, it's total. It was meant to be a harmonic start as well, but whatever. So yeah, it's a total mess of a start of a YouTube stream, but we're back. Hello everyone. Welcome to the another YouTube stream. Content creator live stream on YouTube. 7 more tracks to go through. This is our first one. Even the stream started and I was just here looking at the screen when it turned to me, I'm pretty sure, because I wasn't paying attention to what OBS was doing. But yeah, back again. That's my bad. Back again for 7. Oh, bloody hell. 7 more tracks. The links for all these tracks, as always, are down below in the description in the order that we play them. Sorry for the bad start to the stream. Very unprofessional. We need the PS4 races. You had those last week. That's how we do these content creator streams. The first Saturday of every month is always PS4. The second Saturday of the month is always Xbox. And the third Saturday of the month is always PC. You had one job, I know. Well, I didn't get the stream on Twitch started until super late, and then I was pushed for time, and then all I had to do was put the lobby to closed, but I forgot to do that, so the timer was still running, and then the race just started on its own. And then I put in the chat, nobody start the race, but only half of the people saw that. So we're here though. We're here on YouTube. We're ready to check out some tracks. We're going to have the same setup as last week. So the top 5 from the playlist will always go to the back in reverse order of how they're listed in the playlist. And once again, 7 tracks to go through. We're starting off with some regular racing circuits first, and then we've got some more wacky themed stuff later on. Obviously last week we ended with that worm race that 2 people, I think, or at least a few people ended up finishing. But it took them a good 45 minutes or so, I think. This is the track from the thumbnail. Bold choice with the Sugoi. And two of the tracks tonight are actually from 2019. We're getting through the backlog again. I think the others are all from 2020 submissions, but nice track around the Mirror Park area, utilizing the new casino roads and casino prop. This one's called Diamond Rush, this track. Neon just doesn't have it on the top speed areas, but acceleration out of corners, it can do it. I got no top end. Struggling to keep ahead. Yeah, good track to start us off. I like it. This is where the thumbnail was taken, in this area. Top 5 is always possible. Acceleration! The neon is such good fun for stuff like that. But I just can't cope anywhere else. Pushing for this top 5. Be pretty happy with that. In the neon, the way that this race started. The lampposts on the right hand side there aren't great. If we're talking about the track, let's actually do that, shall we, on this content creator stream. It is just a regular racing circuit insofar as it's a playlist. It's submitted as a playlist track, which means that it's not being submitted as an event circuit, so it doesn't necessarily have to have, you know, amazing prop removal and coverage that's absolutely perfect like an event circuit would. It doesn't need to have a pit lane, things like that, but it still needs to be usable as a, you know, proper race. Oh no, come on neon power. And I feel like those lampposts on the right, I don't see why they're not just covered. Managed to hold on to it. 5th place, that was pretty good. Because, I mean, the worst thing... You're missing quite a lot of short shifts, yeah, with the one gear that I have. The worst thing with those kind of lampposts in that situation is that they're close to the racing line. Like, it's okay on a regular racing circuit, something that's not submitted as an event circuit. It's not trying to be an event circuit. It's okay to have some lampposts here and there if they're out of the way. Like, okay, they may get hit if people are unlucky, but the worst thing about those lampposts is that they were on the racing line on the right hand side. So I'd like to see those covered off with a wall, but apart from that, good track. Good start. That was submitted back in September 2019. So we're finally getting through these old tracks that have been in the submission system for a while. Pretty happy with that. I guess I can put this back on there. I think I'm finally set up and ready for... Alright, top 5 in the playlist to the back of the grid. Whoever's left starts a harmonic start. Starts a harmonic start, yeah. 10 seconds on the timer. Let's do 4 laps for this. I recommend the Turismo for the Pinnacle experience, but open to all classes. So let's keep it on supers and let's have no top supercars. So Tempesta down over. Let's do that. I'm gonna let the timer run out so I can just collect myself and compose myself because I ended up starting this terribly. Hello everybody. Thank you, Ben Danielix. Ruined that name. Sorry. Thank you for becoming a member. Tier 1 scumbag. Thank you for joining us. As soon as I turn that on, I can get rid of that because your name's going to pop up there in a few seconds. Oh, Ben Daniel X SMH. Yeah, okay. Ben Daniel X. It's all in capitals. How am I meant to know? If it was capital B, lowercase en, capital D, lowercase annual, capital X, then I might have a chance. But when usernames are all capitals or they're all lowercase, how do I know? Thank you for becoming a member. Alright, no top supercars. That means Tempesta down over. I'll take the Italy GTB. It is quite hot actually. The hot weather. You would think that the hot weather would be getting to me with that rant, but that's kind of normal. It is warm. It is very warm. Yeah, enjoy being a member, Ben Daniel X. Use the emotes. Have fun being a member. Enjoy all the perks of being a member. If anybody else is curious, press the join button. That gives you all the stuff that you get for being a member. And I think I said this last week, but if you're a YouTube Premium member in the UK, Brazil, Japan, I think, South Korea, a few countries, you get to become a member for free, basically.
He's a scumbag! He's an absolute scumbag!
Alright, away we go. Harmonic start at 10 seconds on the timer, but nobody's gone, so everybody's asleep at the wheel. Everybody's asleep today. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to say it. T20 loves the bumps. Oh! Bloody hell, okay. Undertake indeed. Jesus, that's a bumpy corner. Okay, learn to not cut that corner so much next time. Cyclones are going to get eaten up on the streets. He's doing what I did in the Neon last race. wait for that? I mean, he went for a dive. I feel like if you're going to go for a dive, you deal with the consequences. Cyclone's holding out quite well, actually. I think it's just me not doing very well in this Italy. Is a little bit off the pace to the big boys, even taking out the top supers. One that doesn't really have the grip. Cool track. It's a nice layout. Interesting mix of sort of utilizing made it work. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hold up with a Vision in the corners.
Oh, what a scumbag!
All these cars are just eating me up in the corners. I'm struggling so much. The Italy GTB doesn't have these cornering speeds as some of these cars have. I think I'll struggle to keep top 5 this time. Yeah, it's a nice track. It's a interesting layout. Nice, like smooth sections and change. I like that undulation right there. High-paced, connecting different roads together with all these custom created areas, but utilizing some normal roads as well, adding a fresh take, a different area of the map, stuff like that. It's all good. Yeah, it was a good overtake, that one. Dirty brake boost. Uh-oh. Found a lamppost. But again, this was submitted as a regular playlist race, like a playlist track. Oh, god damn it. Tell you what, this stream of all of all the YouTube streams we've done, this one has been so I don't know, very, very difficult to just. It's not been running smoothly. Let's put it that way. What I was saying was that lamppost, because it's not really an event track, you're not gonna have an issue with that. There's a few lampposts here and there around this track, but they're kind of out of the way a little bit, so it doesn't matter so much. If it was an event track, then maybe I'd think differently. Because even if they're out the way, things can happen, you know. People can be side by side and get hit into something, and then that ends up, the lamppost comes onto the track and causes an issue for somebody else. Like, that's why event tracks have to be so, you know, so crisp when it comes to lampposts and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to say this again now for everybody in the session. Listen, it's very straightforward. Top 5 in the playlist, go to the back, line up in reverse playlist order. Everybody else, whoever's in pole position after the top 5 have gone to the back, start a harmonic start at 10 seconds on the timer. So as soon as the first person moves off, second person then continues, third, fourth, continues. Yeah, let's do muscle. Let's do any muscle. Infernape with the 36 months over on Twitch. Listen, right, it's a fine name and has nothing to do with the fact that I left caps lock on when I made the YouTube account. Oh, is that you? Okay. Thank you, Infernape, for the 36 months on YouTube. The 3 years on YouTube. Appreciate it. And Orfo with the membership as well. Another all caps. Thank you, Orfo. Orfo? Orfo? It's not Orfo, that would be 2 Fs. Orfo. Thank you for becoming a member. You'd almost think these regulars haven't watched a stream yet. I mean, we did do this exact same system last week for the YouTube stream. Yeah, it's the Bruffy Love emote. Use the emotes. Cleek is a great competitive muscle car for those who can't drive muscle cars. Flaming doesn't like the Cleek. I don't either, to be fair. I reserve the right to say boo to anyone who's not in a Pisswater Dominator. What's your real life job? This? YouTube, Twitch. So, yeah, the first 3 tracks tonight are regular races. Then we've got an event track after this one. So, after this one, everyone's going to have to do 1 pit stop in the track that we do, because that's an event circuit. Then we've got an old style track and 2 themed circuits to finish. Okay, so top 5 to the back. Very easy. Harmonic start for everybody else. I'm 5th in the playlist, so I should be 5th from the back. Why are there only 4 people at the back? Who didn't come to the back out of the top 5? Very slow tonight. I'm just everything about this stream, whether it's the racing or the actual streaming, everything is going wrong. So bad. Oh, I'm so bad. Well, that's a pretty cool section. I'm having a nightmare. Alright, reset. Let's go on lap 2 and try to do better. So this is a fun take on a sort of Grapeseed, Blaine County, Sandy Shores type circuit. Like it's adding something new to the whole thing. Like when do you ever get to drive on this road? Very rarely, since it leads to a dead end. Lots of sort of custom created bits of road that link other bits together. This is a pretty cool section. High speed. Comet Hellfire. A man of taste and sophistication, I see. Three wide into the corner. Oh, the stupid. Damn it. Well, the mark of a good circuit, the one thing it has to do first of all, before anything else, is be capable of having some good racing on it. Then it passes the first test, and this has done that already. This was a Dominator. Oh, that was so bad. I'm so sorry, everybody. I was going to say the Dominator GTX has no top speed. Like, I came up on it so quick. But, man, what is with... I think the heat is getting to me. Someone said it in the chat earlier. I think it is. Everything's just going really badly. My brain just isn't working. Dominator GTX, you can just drive straight past it. Except when you get slowed down on the dirt. Just get the bad racing out of the way today instead of tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what's needed. All vehicles, random all tomorrow on Twitch. I'm sure you've all seen the various tweets. I've tried to put it everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube community post. I've put it everywhere. All the details are already there. There'll also be a video going up tomorrow when it goes live. (6 p.m. UK time). Normal stream time for a Sunday. I'm streaming every Sunday at 6 p.m. UK time on Twitch. This is just going to be no different to that. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that track. I just noticed at the end there that the left-hand side of the grid you can't curb boost on because it's being leveled off, but the right-hand side you can. I don't see the point of that. You might as well. That needs to. That could do with being fixed to be the same on both sides. Even though it's incredibly hot here, I had to turn off the close the window. It's too hot. So yeah, that was our third track. This is our fourth track, which means it's a event track, this one. So a pit lane's available after the last corner. So let's do 4 laps. Let's do 5 laps in Sport Classics. Everybody's got to do 1 pit stop during this race, but you can't do it on the last lap. So everybody's got to do 1 pit stop. Same thing as always. The top 5 from the playlist go to the back. Harmonic start from whoever's left from 10 seconds on the timer. And everybody's got to do 1 pit stop during the race. It can be on any lap apart from the last lap. What is it today? I'm so sorry. I just feel totally out of it. Oh, what's tomorrow going to be like? I'm totally not ready for tomorrow. 8 hours of just driving with a new car every lap. Have a Snickers. Luckily the last track will solve all your issues. Oh really? Scheduled ejunculation is the last track. Okay, I see. Mast 808 became a new member as well, tier 1 scumbag, thank you. It's going to pop up there very shortly, but it's always a bit slow on YouTube. I think that puts us over. That puts us on 60 members. Thank you. Thank you to all the members. Enjoy your perks for being a member. Top 5 from the playlist going to the back doesn't mean you can just go to the front, Jetta. It's very nearly kick-worthy. Alright, let's see how I can lose first place in this one. Alright, so we gotta get serious now. This was submitted as an event circuit. So we need to look out for anything, basically anything around the track that can affect the outcome of a race that isn't driver skill related. So if there's a lamppost that can be knocked over and affect the outcome of a race for somebody else, that's that sort of thing. Easy start that it's around Grapeseed, Blaine County area, because there's very little issues that you can run into there. So we're also looking for something that can... Oh, there's the pit lane. Okay, very short pit lane. But it does the job, I suppose. It's off the racing line. I was looking at the chat. Oh, that's classic. It's absolute classic. I mean, it seems to do the job well. I'm not really seeing anything that's sort of cause for concern event track wise. I'll take my pit now, why not? The pit lane works. The fact that you can curb boost on the left hand side there is on an otherwise flat piece of track isn't perfect. Yeah, I guess there's nothing sort of really that stands out about it, but with event tracks there doesn't necessarily need to be. I think what's more important is that it's a solid creation. And there is some custom sections which change the layout of, you know, the Grapeseed area. it's not just around Grapeseed. Like, I like this section, it's kind of nice, it's different, it adds something new to just another Grapeseed track. I mean, the tornado, because the mariachi tornado is an option, yeah, that is true. Alright, so this is the last lap that anyone can do their pit stops on. Feels like nobody's done their pit stops, at least not that I've seen up ahead. They had their own crash behind. That's the best thing I've done all stream. The start of this lap and those two overtakes. I mean, the bar hasn't been set very high, to be honest, but it's a good solid creation, I would say. There's a few areas where it's like a shame that some curb boosting has been induced by props. Oh, spicy, like there, that I haven't been taking advantage of. Everybody in that top four did their pit stops on the final lap. Yeah, I miss the original Viserys, I really do. I really like that section actually, once you get it down. Oh! Oh, it's gone, oh my god, that caused so much carnage. I'm just waiting for everyone who was affected by that crash. It was the tiniest little tap. I didn't think he was going to brake where he braked, to be honest. I had to wait for everybody who got affected by that. So it went from a potential second to a bloody 10th. That's just a perfect encapsulation of how this stream has gone so far in terms of my own personal performances. I'm so sorry for being so bad. The one race that I started doing well. Rip. So bad. He's just tootling around in his Turismo tornado. Turismo tornado. Should I just not talk for the rest of the stream? I braked earlier trying to carry more speed. Didn't realise you were that close behind me. So that's almost your fault for braking so early. You brake checked me. Good example that you actually have to wait for everyone involved in your incident, not just the one car you touched. At least I got to show that. Yeah, at least I got to show that. Oh, man. Okay. This is an old style track. Same thing again. Top 5 in the playlist to the back. I'll go to the back as well, just for the sake of it. Let's do 4 laps. Let's do old sports cars. So I want everybody in a sports car that is from like old gen. Like Feltzer, 9F, Serrano, Jester Massacro. Just not the Elegy. Elegy's banned. It's always the fault of the car behind, even if the front car brake checks on a straight. I mean, that's patently not true. A brake check is always the fault of someone who brake checks, because you're not meant to brake on a straight. R2X DJ didn't brake check me into that corner. I was just being facetious. It was my fault. But you're not allowed to brake on a straight. I'm using the carbon as I'm doing it. When is the spreadsheet going to be updated with all the new track scores? When all the testing's done. Things take time. I once got brake checked on a highway. Ouch. Sterling's fine. Flaming. Oh, you were being sarcastic, okay. Yeah, YouTube really misses having a kappa emote. Or an equivalent kappa. There's a Bruffy kappa, right? Didn't I upload that for members? Members have the Bruffy kappa. I mean, I was gonna go like mid-pack, but obviously Smooth JD's busy sorting out his roof. I was planning to go mid-pack, but I guess here. So, old style track. Blaze, you want to stay away from me? I'm lethal today. That's what this was submitted as. An old style track, which basically means it's using it's a land race. It's not using stunt props. It's using all the props that we used to use before the Cunning Stunts update added all the stunt stuff that we see now. If you're going to create an old style race, this is kind of the area to do it, I suppose. You've got the biggest chance of, you know, having a good clean track around. Just got dragged out wide around Grapeseed, Sandy Shores area. Everyone remember these platforms that used to be used for track extensions back in the day? Now we have the stunt road pieces. I don't know what all those containers are doing though. There though. Wouldn't you rather pick the Jester? Yeah, I kind of wish I had. The Jester is so much quicker than the Carbonizer, but the top 3 in this race are all in sort of very similar paced sports cars, and sports cars that aren't really top pace within the old style class of cars. Oh, I'm having such a bad day. Racing has not been on point today. Maybe putting the top down will help cool me down a little bit. But yeah, good track for an old style track. Nicely made. A big benefit these days is that an old style track can use, what is it, 200 props now? Like back in the day on old gen, we only had 50 props. You're going to see an old gen track at the end of the playlist, as we always do. 50 props. All of these kind of props. But I always find it interesting to see sort of a track made sort of to modern standards and with modern sort of ideas in mind, but all the old style stuff. And this is a pretty competent track, you know. You could have a good race around here. I wouldn't necessarily, I probably wouldn't do an event around here, but you probably could. The only thing it's missing really is a pit lane. The biggest advantage is the advanced placement. That's true. Back on old gen we weren't able to go into the advanced settings and place things via X, Y, Z coordinates and rotate them and stuff like that. Now it's possible. The creator's come a long way really since it was introduced in 2013. When you think back. I don't know why I own a Carbonizer on Xbox. I don't really like the way that it drives. Back in 2013, the Carbonizer was the best car in the game. Or so YouTubers would have you believe. Does anybody know why? Wait, it's not. The reason is because of the stat bars that you see sort of on the websites, or you used to see on the websites and on the in-game websites and the regular website, Social Club. It had the highest average stats when you went by those stat bars. So YouTubers made videos talking about how this car was the best, clickbaiting people. Oh, this is the best car, you need to buy it, look to find out, all this kind of stuff. And it was the Carbonizer, and it was always wrong, obviously. And that was what got me into making testing videos, because I was like, this is right. The Carbonizer is so far off the pace, but people are being misled. I'll have to make a video to show people what actually is the quickest around a lap, do some proper testing, And the rest is history. And then I did the fact-finding videos that showcased that the stat bars were completely bogus in the first place. I bet there's probably people who still think the Carbon is the quickest car because of that. They just haven't seen anything more up to date. That wasn't too bad at the end. I keep having these like major brain fart moments that mean I'm not doing well in these races, but I'm having other periods, like a few laps of decent racing. That was a fun track for an old style track as well. Nicely created. Smooth JD still sorting out his. It's fun to reminisce, especially when we're going around an old style track as well. Perfect time to do it. Banshee and Coquette top 2. GG. Nice to see. I didn't ignore Hammer. I just didn't see it. Alright, the last 2 tracks are themed circuits. So, nighttime, off-road, night, 2 laps. So I'm guessing we're keeping it to off-road vehicles, so like trophy trucks and stuff like that. Interesting name. I don't even know what that means. No, flaming not this week. Next week there will be, I think. That's the volcano in Iceland that erupted and shut down Europe for a week. Oh, really? Okay. This is the same creator who made the volcano track. Oh, I remember the volcano track that we did. Oh, I see. Welcome to the Icelandic Rally Championship. This special night stage takes place high up in the mountains on a glacier on top of a volcano. But don't worry, it hasn't erupted for years and the ice looks pretty thick. So come on, what's the worst that could happen? Ooh, okay, this sounds interesting. Go at the start on this one, by the way, everybody. Don't worry about going to the back and all that stuff. I remember that volcano and all the ash and stuff, and flights couldn't go anywhere. But I also remember the volcano track that we did by the same creator, I have been told. And that was really good. That was such a good track. I've still got it bookmarked. That was it earlier in the content creator streams. Okay, dual circuit. Oh, not quite. It was just split there. I was going to say try hard in a Camacho, but at least it's not a vagrant, I suppose. These are some pretty cool effects. Is this meant to simulate the ice maybe breaking up a little bit? It said in the description, but the ice is pretty thick, so what's the worst that can happen? But when I start to see water resting on top of ice, I can't imagine that's necessarily a good situation. Oh, there it is. There it is. Into the volcano. We broke through the ice. I called it. I did say it. The ice was melting. The volcano hasn't erupted in years, so what's the worst that could happen? Well, here we are. In it. Oh no. So this is what the previous volcano track was like. But it was sort of just a volcano. Kind of drop down into it. Now we've got the added element of the ice on the top of the mountain. The volcano down below. Cool, very cool creation. Oops. Again, if you are on Xbox and you want any of these circuits, they're linked down below in the description. Oh, it's all gone to hell. Whee! That's cool. Cool creation. Takes a lot to make something like this, especially a raceable version of it as well, something that's actually usable. And the smoke effects and the flame effects and things like that, pretty good. Sweet. First you have the white solid ice, then the blue melting ice with water, then the black crack and the volcano at the end. Indeed. Very cool. Very nicely done. Very well done indeed. So that was our 6th track. We got one more to do. It's another themed circuit, and it seems like it's themed around the June, which is always good fun. Real fellas use the Bifter. Bifter would have been a challenge around there, I think. I was enjoying the ground clearance for the trucks. Blisa K is, you're talking about the fact that you can play this track on PlayStation and people are saying that you can't, and now you've asked why can I mark and play them then? You can log into Social Club and you can add these tracks to your Social Club, but they won't show up in game unless you're on Xbox. Right, how many laps of this? Now 10 customs off, I guess, because it's meant to be June's, I assume. Enjoy jumps, wrecks, shared sections, both sensual and bro moments with up to 29 others. Huh. Anyone got any idea of laps? Normally I'd do 7, but if there's going to be wrecks and stuff. 69, 1322, 99. That's exactly what I've come to expect from you lot. 5 to 4 is fine, 7 is fine. I'm going to split the difference. Let's go 6. Everyone pick the June. June hype. So if I want to join these races, I have to join the Discord and ask to join the crew. Well, not exactly. There's a little few more steps involved in that. All you have to do is read the page on bruffy.com/join and it will tell you how to get into races. Very easily. Go on, go. Yes. This is our final circuit that we're showcasing. Then we've got obviously the final track. That's just a bit of craziness at the end. Oh, good lord. Purpose-built track just for the June, eh? I'm excited. I'm excited already. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. I'm always happy when I can drive this majestic vehicle. Uh-oh. Oh, that's dicey. Oh, Blaze is gone. A few people went. Issues have been had. This is pretty fun. Love seeing the dune in its natural habitat, soaring through the air. Absolutely. No better place for it. Oh, and then there's the crossover section. Oh no! I didn't even think about that. The worst thing about that bit is if someone messes up in front of you, you're going to get caught up in it as well. Almost lost it there. I see the purpose of this side now as well. The right hand side is a lot shorter than the left hand side, to encourage crashes at the crossover. So the people at the front of the pack will crash into people who are, you know, coming through here. He must have been going way too fast for that, surely. No! Damn it. Messed it up. Yeah, this is good fun. I'm totally on board with this. Ah, the good old June. What a majestic vehicle. This is making everything all right with the world. All the issues that I've had with this stream, this is making it all work fine. I feel better. I feel so much better. I don't believe it! Oh, I thought I was gonna drop out there as well, but of course I picked the one where someone messes up just when I can't change it. I saved myself there as well as him. Alright, last lap. Can I keep a top 5? That was quite the turn from Jetta. Oh, just gotta finish it off. That's how we do it. Round we go. Fourth place hype. Beautiful. The June makes everything better. Still 2 seconds. No. 1 second. Less than a second off the best lap in the end, actually. Not too bad. Oh, that's a good shot to finish on. One race left. So those are our 7 tracks that are being showcased tonight. They are linked down below in the description in the order that we've played them throughout the course of this stream. And the final track tonight is just, as always, my very first created circuit from back in 2013 when the creator was first released. And it's just a good bit of fun. All it does is limit the playlist to 16 players. All of the tracks that we've seen are 30 players apart from this one. What should we do? Wasn't there something that I wanted to do with this final track one time, like before we did the long break for the MCEC? Can anyone remember what it was? Didn't I owe you guys a race with a certain vehicle? I don't think it was Vans. Was it the Strider? The track won't even have the Strider available. Let's do cycles. Let's do cycles. I don't think we've done that, have we? For this final race before? We might have done, but that was a bit wacky. Let's do cycles. We've done a lot of weird things with this final one lap shootout at the end of these content creator streams on YouTube, but I don't think we've done cycles before. Catch up and slipstream, I'm pretty sure don't have any effect anyway on bicycles. I remember cycles on here. I feel like we might have done cycles. Well, there you go. As always, as the blimp says, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for all being here. Thank you to the new members as well. Let's go. Get that finger tapping going. This is gonna hurt by the end. Why did we do psychos? I can hear people jumping on their BMXs behind. But they are behind. It's close. This might have been the wrong decision. I'm going to have a worse line. But the tighter line is often better when you're just thinking about this. Go, 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 go. Someone's right behind me. There's 3 of us at the front. Yeah, there was some very hard D. Getting a good thumb exercise in this final race. Come on! Come on, for the love of God. Just go quicker. Oh, it's so close! Oh man, I should have taken the final corner a bit tighter. Managed to keep it. God, it was only 1/10 of a second in the end. Too many brake boosts. GG R2X. Almost had it. Alright, so that's going to do us for another week of content creator streams on YouTube. If you want to submit your own circuits to the community verified program to potentially get shown on here, bruffy.com/verified is how you do it. There's a lot of other stuff on bruffy.com in general. And remember that we'll be back here next week on YouTube to do PC circuits. So first 3 Saturdays of every month we go PS4, Xbox One, PC. First 3 Saturdays every month, 6 p.m, 5 p.m. UK time, we're always here on YouTube. And if you enjoyed the stream, follow me on Twitch. I'm streaming like this for longer streams and more days. 3 times a week on Twitch. Specifically tomorrow. Specifically tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the all vehicles random all race. 6 p.m. UK time. There's no way that anyone can't know about it now because I've put the details everywhere that anyone could possibly see, but I will be putting up a video as well tomorrow evening just before it goes live all vehicles random all. It's going to be 6 to 8 hours of constantly going through every single car that it's possible to get in a random all race. So yeah, feel free to join us on Twitch tomorrow to watch that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys here on YouTube next week. All right. See you all later, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you all either tomorrow or next week. Bye-bye.